Greetings and hello. My name is Kimberly Yeager, and I have taken a hiatus off of participating on the internet. I had a blog talk radio show for years, and I have a YouTube channel that I've also had for years. I never really used it a whole lot. However, I certainly have seen the value and power of Facebook and YouTube. I've also spent time on a couple of forums over the years, etc., etc. Anyway, my primary background and why I'm here experimenting and seeing whether I'll air this or not is I started working in commercial radio in 1977 in Miami, Florida. I was a sophomore at the University of Miami at the time, and I have worked in the commercial radio business ever since and to this day. As a matter of fact, I am celebrating my 15th year as the host, producer of Common Ground that airs on CBS radio station WZLX 100.7 FM. And I've been doing that show for 15 years now. Whoa. I've had the opportunity to interview hundreds of thought leaders, and they have taught me so much. And I'm at a point in my life where I feel I have become strong in my understanding of what's been going on, the lies that we've been told, and over the years, people have thought of me as a tin hat conspiracy-minded person. But that's okay. And just in the last week, some of those things that I've known to be true for years and years just were proven to be true. I didn't need the proof, but a lot of other people do. I guess that's not true. Proof is always nice. Hey, Adolf Hitler didn't kill himself, folks. It just came out in the files. He went to South America, was it Argentina? Forgive me if I'm forgetting exactly where, and was last reported in 1955. We've all been hearing that for, I say we all, a lot of us have been hearing that for years and years and years. Anyway, that's because I had the opportunity, because of my job, my passion, my calling, I'll even call it, I've had the opportunity, as I said, to talk with and learn from hundreds of conscious thought leaders. Part of, I'll say this, I've been thinking about going back online for some time, and I decided that this was the way I wanted to do it. I have worked in radio. I often said I would rather be heard than seen. So I decided I have beautiful view out my window, and if I continue doing this, if there seems to be interest for me to continue, I'll show you all kinds of things. I'll have all kinds of different views to do my little Kimberly's View. Yeah, that's it. That's a good name. Kimberly's View. I like that. See, we're brainstorming. Maybe I should add more to it. Whatever. So when I look back over my life, I was put on this planet to use my voice and to look for the truth. As I look back on my life, I recognize that's been my path since a very young age. And I'll use this story. I've told this to many people. Santa Claus and Christmas were a big deal when I was a kid. It was a big deal when my mother was a kid, my grandmother was a child. It goes back 100 years. My grandmother was born in 1908, so her parents, they did Christmas. And this was in wealthy Cleveland area. That's where my family's from. Anyway, Christmas was handed down, and Santa Claus even brought the Christmas tree. When you woke up Christmas morning, there was a decorated tree with lights and ornaments, and I felt that was magical. Until I was 5 years old. And I said, I don't think that Santa Claus is real. And my mother said, oh, yes, he is. And she actually went to extra measures to help keep the fantasy alive. We left cookies for Santa and carrots for the reindeer. So she went and cut a little bit of horsehair off of the tail of one of our horses and even sprinkled reindeer hair around in the kitchen with the now just pieces of carrot left and Santa's milk and cookies gone. And it wasn't till a year later, age 6, that I was outside playing around and I found the Christmas tree hidden next to the garage. I was elated. I went running in. I was right. Santa Claus isn't real. And I was so happy to prove that this lie that I knew I was being told, and they continue to lie to me, I was so happy to prove that what I knew to be true was true. So yeah, I guess we do need proof. Well, I never stopped from there. You know, I have been a seeker my whole life. I would like to say that I'm not a seeker anymore. I'm a beer. I'm a being. I'm a human being. It's not always easy. However, that's been part of my path, my persona, is to discern the truth. And sure, yeah, proof is nice. But there are certain things that I just know in my inner knowing that what the truth is about various things. So part of the journey has been to learn and trust my own self, as I know is the continuing journey for all of us. As long as I'm still here, I'm still on this journey and this adventure. And hey, be really careful what you wish for. I have this motto that I've put out there. It's not my desire to it's not my desire to go into the grave with a well-preserved body. I want to slide in screaming, holy fucking shit, what a ride. Whee! Like I said, be careful what you ask for. So I've been primarily residing in Jamaica for the last 3 years, and I've been having experiences in Jamaica since 1999. I've been dealing with Jamaica, and I just wanted to say where I am at the moment. Anyway, so back to Kimberly's rant. I'm not ranting, I guess. So I'm here as someone who has read thousands of books, maybe a couple thousand books. And I haven't really picked up a book in a couple of years because I read on the internet so much. I read and listen, read and listen. It's not that I continue to seek, it's that I continue to learn. I continue to have more of the lies that have been told to us come to light. And I'm amazed all the time. Whoa, really? Really? Soy is bad for me? Darn it, they lied to me again, you know? They wanted to trick me into eating some GMO-laced poison, whatever. So, I'm sure we all have many stories to tell on that. So the JFK situation, not only did we get the truth that Hitler didn't kill himself, we also were told that it was two shooters. And for 50 years, people have been talking about all that and trying to cover it up, and people have died trying to cover up that it was two shooters. So, hey folks, it's been going on for 50 years at least. We can prove it. You know, if you want proof, the lies, the deception have been going on. The programming, oh my gosh, the programming, I'll go into that in a minute, have been going on actually since the mid-40s. But we have proof. 50 years ago, they lied to us. And I remember that I was only, 3 years old? Yeah, 3 years old. I guess. No, I don't remember how old I was. 5, 4. Oh well, not doing math in my head right now. Anyway, I remember the funeral interrupting romper room or something like that. So, yeah, that puts me at about 4 or 5. And it didn't really have any emotional effect on me. Of course, I'm sure I saw the pictures of him being shot because at that time there were only 3 television stations and they were all running the same thing, television programming, and radio programming, and people believe everything that they're told in the newspaper, on the TV programming, on the radio programming. And interestingly enough, that I ended up being called to get into the radio business. Absolutely have loved all of my years. And that I've had the honor of continuing with the Common Ground show has just, I pinch myself. Thank you, universe. Because of how much I've learned, and I've also had the opportunity to share that with others and remind others of what we forget about sometimes. Confirmation, reminder. So, this is kind of a test. It's been about almost 15 minutes. 1444. 14 minutes and 44 there. That's a good confirmation. So, this is a test, and we'll see if anybody looks at it. Like to say much peace, love, fun, health to us all. Always, in all ways. Yay. Thanks.